Gather around the table for yet another session this week of Dungeons & Drakfu's Dire Maul edition. And today we're going to be taking on the last wing of Dire Maul. The way that I know it is Dire Maul North, but it has since been renamed to the Gordok Commons. So we've dealt with Highborn, we've dealt with satyrs and elementals and everything like that. So what else could Dire Maul have in store for us? Well, the current residents of Dire Maul aren't really Highborn anymore. As you can see, there's a heavy ogre influence here, and Dire Maul North, the Gordok Commons, is actually the place of the Gordok ogres. So we're going to be stepping in there to try and take on this instance. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with the Stone Maul ogre. So King of the Gordok.
You kill Gordok leader, you new ogre king. If you king, then ogre leaders like Crumbcrush and Krieg that survive pay you big tribute, and you stop Gordok invasion. If you do that, then me very happy ogre, and we take Dire Maul for the horde. Go, little blood elf, kill ugly Gordok ogre king, and maybe this be new Stone Maul hold. Yar.
Okay, so pretty simple what we have to do in this area. Now, actually, a lot of the bonus bosses of Dire Maul are here because you actually did need to acquire keys from the guards to be able to go further, including Guard Moldar. So, wherever I can actually get lore on them, we will. But I do know that there's at least one guard in here that's not in the dungeon journal anymore. So let's go ahead and do Guard Moldar first, his lore. Moldar is a zealously loyal guard from the Gordok ogres. He is convinced King Gordok gifted him with a pair of enchanted gauntlets that have enabled him to become his people's arm wrestling champion for 6 years running. In truth, King Gordok threw the powerful armor away. Moldar simply found it first. Okay, well, that makes sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of Guard Moldar. And again, I love it. I got the ogre pocket knife. Like I said, there used to be keys that the guards would give, and that would help you advance forward. The keys don't really exist anymore. You just have to take care of the guards as bosses. They have loot tables as well. So they basically kept that aspect true, and now we're going to be dealing with lots and lots of ogres. Lots of steak, lots of other things. Really wish we were getting greens out of here, but not really. Now, there is actually another guard patrolling around this area. I'm not going to take care of every single ogre because I'm already running low on inventory, but there is another guard walking around. We'll take care of him next, and that is Guard Fengus. Now, I'm going to read his lore later because it's going to be forever if I actually have to wait for him again, because he patrols this entire area, and it's not fun. So, now that we've taken care of him, let's actually look into the lore of Guard Fengus. Oh, we actually passed Stomper Krieg. We'll take care of him too. Guard Fengus. Ever since Cho Rush the Observer told him he was destined to meet a mate while on duty, Fengus has spent almost every day, every waking moment patrolling Gordok territory. It's almost like he has a motivation or something. I actually do like some of the stories of the ogres. They're downright silly and completely relatable. And I believe Stomper Krieg is actually over here, so we'll take care of him next. Oh, and he's just kind of sitting there. He's kind of lying down, enjoying his day. So let's go ahead and read his lore before we have to take care of him. Stomper Krieg. On more than one occasion, skulking assassins have met their doom after accidentally disturbing Krieg's ale mug. Though he's often passed out drunk on duty, nothing rouses the ogre into a berserk fury faster than the sound of his precious drink splattering on the stone floor. Because we can't have any of that now, can we? And I love he has the title, The Drunk. So there you go, and you even get booze from him. So now that we've taken care of everything out in this area, there is one more guard to take care of, but he's actually in the next little bit. The other influence that we're going to see a lot of in Gordok Commons is also demons. Again, demons are part of Eldritch Thalas now. They inhabit the area along with the Molthar. You have I'm not saying a legion influence, but you have some other demons in the area as well that are trying to claim dominion over the place. Oh, that's cute. They thought they could fight me. So originally, you actually had to use the keys to be able to open up this door, which then opens up the Halls of Destruction. And you can see, like, it's got a bunch of Gordok warlocks that are trying to enslave Doom Guards. I don't know how they were able to do it, but they were. Look, I'm not saying anything bad about ogres, okay? But there are a couple of design choices in here that make me go, huh? I could see them enslaving imps. I could see them getting Void Guards and Succubi. I never would see them getting Doom Guards. Let's take care of all these excess crap here. And actually, there's an additional quest that we could take care of while in here. So let's go ahead and kill these guys. There go the Doom Guards, and it comes from not Thimblejack.
Talk to me.
So the Gordok Ogre suit. Oh, he actually had something to say before that. But see that broken trap over yonder? The ogres are too stupid to figure out how to fix it. Clearly, it needs a little tinkering. If you fix it, I bet you could lure a slip kick into it, and blammo! Trapped ogre god. So the Gordok Ogre suit. If you're going to fight the king of the Gordok, then you're going to need to get by Captain Cromcrush. Now, you can get by him by killing him, sure. You might actually want to leave him alive. How, you ask? I think I know. An ogre suit. I'll make you one if you bring me an ogre tannin from upstairs. I'm not going anywhere like this.
Right back.
Because he's actually, you guys can't see it, but he's got a little chain on him. So, and here's actually guard Slipkick. Let's go ahead and, actually, he's going to run off too. He's a patrolling guard. So we'll kill him. Now, here's the thing. We're not actually going to use the ogre suit because I want to go into the lore of all of these guys, but you can technically, like, skip a lot of the trash in Dire Maul if you put on the ogre suit, and then you can challenge the ogre king. So guard Slipkick. Some might think Slipkick is merely cautious, but he's also lazy. Rather than challenge King Gordok directly, Slipkick tinkers with traps and old, broken magical devices, hoping to eventually deliver a coup de grace without an ounce of risk or a drop of sweat. So basically, he's hoping to overthrow the king, but not have to put any of the effort into the process. That sounds familiar. I've had those lazy days too, buddy. So we'll go ahead and get the Ogre Tannin just to show that you can actually get the Ogre suit. And thankfully, it's just right here. So it's not too far off into the dungeon. Grab our Ogre Tannin. And...
No! It puts the tannin in the basket or it gets the mallet again!
And yeah, you actually can get somebody chasing you. So, let's see, not...
Time is money, friend.
Okay, Gordok Ogre suit.
Just get me that Ogre Tannin and I'll whip you up an ogre suit that will fool Captain Cromcrush into thinking you're one of his men. Yeah, that will do the trick. Just a slip there and a tuck there. Hey, this is gonna work out just fine. A broad smile beams from the chain goblin's face. Here you go, you're all set. Remember, this isn't the most secured fashion item in the world. You'll have 10 minutes of, use before it falls apart, and then you're not gonna fool anybody. Try using it just before you approach him to make sure it lasts as long as you're gonna need it. And there you go. So, we can actually go ahead and use this ogre suit, and it makes me look like an ogre! Ho 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 ho! And just because I'm lazy, I'm actually going to use it to bypass some of the trash. I actually like that somebody did ask, you know, like, when you talk about trash, what exactly are you bringing up? Trash is any mobs that are actually in this area that are not the boss. So, yes, I can still attack these guys. It's fun. Whee! Bonk. Let's do that. And keep on going. So yeah, trash would be any of these mobs that would not be considered a boss. So basically leading up to the boss. And I only use the term trash because it's kind of an MMO term, as well as now it's kind of a general RPG term. Oh look, more Gordok Reavers. I am Kung Fu Ogre. Hear me scream. All right, and this actually leads to Captain Cromcrush.
Let's go ahead and take care of his buddies before we take care of him. So let's check out the lore for Captain Cromcrush. Even among ogres, Captain Cromcrush is infamous for his hair-trigger rage toward anyone who dares to insult him or King Gordok. He crushes dissent ruthlessly, but he has still less patience for those who continue to spread the rumor of his torrid affair with a gnoll long ago. So, you and Hogger, then? Too soon? Okay. This is the point where I'm actually just going to go ahead and dismiss the costume and take care of Captain Cromcrush.
No one get past me and threaten the king! Oh, take it!
So now that we've taken care of him, we are now in the throne room of King Gordok. Now, you can technically take out Showrush the Observer first, or you can go straight for the king. It doesn't really matter. But for the sake of completing all the bosses, because unfortunately, as soon as you kill King Gordok, Showrush is no longer available to kill. So let's go ahead and go into the lore for... I'm hoping they have something for Showrush. Yes, they do. Showrush the Observer. Showrush doesn't usually take sides, but when Olrock was rising to power, it was clear there was nobody who could challenge him. The king quickly appointed Showrush as his chief advisor, believing that his twin heads would make him twice as resourceful as the average ogre, because he's an ogre magi. And then also King Gordok, to rule the Gordok ogres, one must simply proclaim oneself king. All right. And then destroy all who might disagree. King Gordok was merely known as Olrock, solidified his power by convincing a dozen of his people's strongest warriors to challenge the king at the same time. The wild melee left most of the contestants dead or wounded, and Olrock's blade easily cut down the survivors and the battle-weary king. To this day, Gordok's ogres speak in hushed tones about the Day of the Blood. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and take care of Showrush first. Bonk! And now, time for us to take out the king. And we also get the achievement King of Dire Maul, because we actually took care of everything. Now, you'll notice that there's a little guy coming this way.
I can't carry anymore.
Crap, I already ran out of inventory. That's okay though. So what are you doing here, buddy? So Mizzle the Crafty.
Duh, he's dead all right. This makes you the new king. Well, all of you, Gordok is yours now, boss. You should talk to me so you can learn everything there is to be about being king. I is his assistant. Yeah, that's why I'm called the crafty one.
And so he basically kind of gives you a little bit more lore towards the Gordok ogres, which we don't really need. But yes, basically the way that worked is I am now the king of the Gordok ogres. Nobody will start any crap with me, and I can basically walk out of this instance unharmed, which is awesome. I always like that concept. So let's go ahead and make our way back down to turn in the quest that we have, and in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut while we make our way. Be right back. Okay, we are almost to the Stonewall Ogre that gave us the quest, so let's go ahead and turn this in for King of the Gordok.
Little Blood Elf did it! Now we're more powerful than ever! Yar!
Inventory is full.
Ah, crap. We need inventory. There we go, so... There we go. So now we have completed all 3 wings of Dire Maul. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. And we're not even done with Dungeons and Drakfus just yet, but thankfully for this week we are. But tune in next week as we actually take on for our next destination is going to be the Academy of Necromancy as we take on Sholomance. Till next time, everybody.